What's up YouTube, Never Lucky Pulls here today showcasing you my Swordsoul Deck Profile. We have a couple of changes since the ban list dropped, so let's get started. First of all, I'll play 3 copies of Mui. Mui, one of the best Swordsoul cards. Next up, 3 copies of Long Yuan, opens up your level 10 synchros. Next, double copy of Taya. Some people play 3, but I'm fine with 2 because I need space for other cards. Cards like Iris the Swordsoul. The card is very useful, and if you don't need her, you can discard her with the Long Yuan effect, and you have a different, or let's say additional Swordsoul name for Mui. So yeah, next up, 3 copies of Ecclesia, obviously a very good support for the Swordsoul deck, and same goes for the Tennis. 3 copies of Ashuna, double copy of Vishuddha, double copy of Atara, and 1 copy of the Water Spirit. Very useful, especially with the Gold Sarcophagus combination. I play also Gold Sarcophagus in this deck, and this works very well with the Gold Sarcophagus. Yeah, that's it for the monsters. Now to the spells. I play a 3 Rota, the Emergence. For the draw power, double copy of Pot of Prosperity and 1 of the Desires, because it's only limited to 1. And Pot of Prosperities is a good substitute for Pot of Desires. But the downside is it's very, very expensive. You have to pay 100 euros / dollars for 1 copy. So it's not affordable for everyone. Next up, 1 Triple Talent Tactics. It acts like the Iris Swordsoul. It can be used for draw power, or the other effects. 1 is perfectly fine. You don't need to play more. Next up, Sacred Summit, the Monster Reborn in this deck. 1 Dragon Circle against the Hand Traps to chain. Same goes for Cold by the Grave. And Gold Sarcophagus. If your Mui gets negated with Infinite Imperm, you can special summon a token by banishing the Blackout from your deck and getting the token on field. And same goes for Instant Fusion. If you get negated on your normal summon, you can still play Instant Fusion and summon the level 4 Tuner. Next up, double Blackout. I play 2 copies. I saw many decks with 1 copy, but I want to open with this card in my starting hand and don't reveal it to my opponent. If, let's say, you search this card with Grandmaster, your opponent knows you have Blackout and he can play around it. And if he does not have this information, you can benefit from it. So I like to play 2 copies. And also it's 1 for Banish for the Gold Sarcophagus, and you still need 1 for the Search, right? Now for the Hand Traps, 3 copies of Ash. Ash, best hand trap ever. Double copy of Wailer. Double copy of Infinite Impermanence, and 1 Ghost Ogre. Very useful. So that's it for the main deck. And now for the extra deck, I play 3 amazing tokens. A double copy of Grandmaster, you have to play 2, it's a very good card. Baronne de Fleur, the best level 10 synchro. Double copy of Baxia, you can also play 1, but I use it also as a Pot of Prosperity target, so 2 is perfectly fine. 1 Regite, 1 Chen Ying, 1 Berserker. 1 Yazi, you can drop this card. I rarely use this card. Maybe I will drop it for the new Swordsoul support, the level 10 guy. But for now, I will keep this card. 1 Chao Feng, 1 Ritual World. Same goes for Ritual World. I don't use this card that often. I will probably drop this card or the Yazi for the new support for sure. 1 Instant Fusion target, the Tuner level 4. Double Monk for the Tennis, and 1 Charmin. So that's it for the extra deck. Now for the side deck, I play 3 copies of Soulman Judgment. Very good if you go first against cards like Dark Ruler No More. You need this card to still be able to use your monster effects. 1 Royal Decree against Skill Drain and Trap decks. 1 Dimensional Barrier against, let's say, Heroes or Swordsoul. You call the type like Fusion or Synchro, and it's basically a game. 1 Retribute if you go second. Double Lockbird. Double Nibiru against spam decks. Triple Dark Ruler No More to break boards. You need this card. It's very, very important to break the opponent board. 1 Cosmic Cyclone against Skill Drain and some other nasty cards. And 1 Feather Duster to clear back row. So that's it for my deck. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like and subscribe if you do. And see you in the next video. Bye!
Exodia! Obliterate!